you. I'd now like to recognize Mr. James.
Looks like I'm on. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I've heard a number of amazing and informative things, and I want to say thank you for each of your care and service to folks who are seeking the American dream in every corner of this country. I've heard a number of things that I vehemently agree with, and it's so refreshing to be on the same page, especially with our Democratic colleagues. Among the things that I very much agree with was what our ranking member said earlier today. In her statement, she mentioned two fundamental goals reauthorization must achieve: expanding job seekers' access to workforce programs and meeting the needs of business. She also stated, and I agree quite strongly, that reauthorization of WIOA-based training and sector partnerships can help businesses find workers they need with higher-paying jobs. Effective reauthorization must put access first, quality and innovation also that meets the needs of workers and business. I, as a former business leader and representing the Michigan's 10th Congressional District, the arsenal of democracy, #1 manufacturing district in the entire nation, know how important it is to make sure we have a workforce that's ready and that the American dream is accessible and attainable. I, based upon the comments of the ranking member earlier, would estimate that we agree there should be no wrong path. There should be no wrong path to pursue the American dream. I also really appreciate Ms. Logan's comments about skills recognized by industry. I think that many of us would also agree that at the local level, businesses and industry-led institutions are probably better to determine what's needed than we are here in Washington, D.C. Programs that would allow paid work, written training programs, written apprenticeship agreements, specialized knowledge, promote safety, equal employment opportunity, credit for prior knowledge and experience, mentorship, industry-recognized credentials, and disclosure of costs and fees for transparency, which would move people forward, is something that we also agree with. What I just listed and described are exactly what industry-recognized apprenticeships program provided that was repealed by the Biden administration. Mr. Palash, given your experience at DOL, can you explain to me what the rationale may have been behind that decision, and if you believe in your estimation that was the right decision?
Yes, thank you very much for the question. I do believe it was the right decision. I believe the intention was to create yet another pathway for individuals to achieve the American dream, to achieve the skills development that they need. We talk about multiple pathways all the time, and the IRAP program was designed to create yet another pathway for an individual to take. We've also talked quite...
So the repeal was the wrong decision?
I did not agree with the repeal.
Okay.
Having been the individual who signed the rule into law under the previous administration, I was dismayed to see that rule was rolled back. And the reason being is we've talked a lot today about administrative burden, and that was another thing we were trying to do, is we were trying to take the Department of Labor, take my office out of that decision-making process and push that down to the states, push that down to the trade organizations, the employer groups, the folks who actually know what's needed, and taking some of that onus off of the Department of Labor, because I don't know what occupation should be apprenticeable at the federal level. I need the local folks to tell me that. So I did not agree with the action. I think it took away an avenue for individuals to achieve that American dream, and that's unfortunate.
I firmly believe, and I think we agree, that when the federal government believes they know better what businesses and locals need, that is where we run afoul. Offering opportunities to earn and learn while obtaining valuable, portable, industry-recognized, competency-based credentials are very important. In the last 30 seconds we have, Ms. Logan, you listed 4 items that should be priorities. Could you re-list those for us again, please? I think they're very important.
Absolutely. Align higher education and workforce development laws to focus on skills, dedicate individual training accounts for workforce development, reform the eligible training provider list, and focus on transparency and outcomes.
That's outstanding. I believe IRAPs achieve all of those. Thank you all for your time.